Dude, I'm stoked.
Yeah?
I'm stoked Horatiu went to go see Solo and not hang out with us because
God.
he's a little much. He starts talking about like communism and I just can't
He's very overbearing.
He doesn't like JFK.
Force his ideals on us.
He talks about 9/11 a lot. You guys think I talk about 9/11 a lot? Horatiu is. So yeah, we saw Action Point, the new Johnny Knoxville flick. It was a comedy. It was a Johnny Knoxville movie, but seeing that really made me like miss the early 2000s and the whole kind of jackass wave. So we do have a new intern. Everybody, we got a new intern here on the take. His name's Austin. Austin, why don't you come in here?
Fresh meat.
Yep. Everybody, this is Austin, and Austin has gladly decided to volunteer today as we take a trip back.
Oh my God.
As we take a trip back to the early 2000s. So
we should think about this.
You guys ready?
Austin, did you sign a waiver or anything?
I don't even know how to sign my own name. Probably won't even be able to talk after this.
You might want to lower your head down a little bit, boy. So, we're gonna talk about Action Point today, and it's gonna be a good time. My name's Matt McCormick, and welcome to the Quick Take. Whoop-rah! 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 Theme song! All right, welcome back to the Quick Take. Like we said earlier, we spent this hot May day seeing the new Johnny Knoxville film, Action Point. We're gonna read you the plot synopsis from IMDb. Daredevil designs and operates his own theme park with his friends. Keeping it short and simple, that is the point of this movie, Action Point. What'd you think of it? Yeah?
Yeah, that's about it. That's about as much as I can muster. Like a hand wave, like it exists. I think Johnny Knoxville has a hard time doing anything else besides his old shtick. He knows what he's good at, and that's what he's gonna stick to. And if you expect anything else, you'll be disappointed.
But I don't know if I want Johnny Knoxville to do any other kind of shtick. This was a very short movie. I believe it came in under 90 minutes. It was less than an hour and a half, maybe about an hour, 15 minutes max. Very quick. A lot of physical humor, a lot of visual humor.
Almost entirely.
Yeah, we were talking about in the Deadpool review how there wasn't enough of that, and this definitely went over the top with it. It's the whole polar other end.
To the point, yeah, it focuses a lot more on physical humor. That's what he's always done, and the whole movie basically, it's just Johnny Knoxville and this group of people getting beaten up, crushed, doing their own stunts for the most part. At least Johnny Knoxville definitely did his own.
You know. Damn well he did.
They really hold and set up anytime he's about to get hurt. So you can tell they really went the extra mile and he actually was putting the work in there. There's a really good, I think it's in the trailer, but the scene where he flies off the track of like this little cart that goes down a hill and he wipes out. And then in the blooper thing, they show how he laid there for a while and then they had to have the medics come out and you see the guy pan to other people and everyone else in the cast is like, yeah, Johnny might be dead. Can you imagine? Would they just call the movie off? Think if he died? Or do you think Johnny Knoxville would want the movie finished?
I'm pretty sure contractually they have to finish it. They have to finish it, yeah.
It's basically these big skits they set up where it's like, okay, we're going to hurt him like this. And then it's like, we got to find some way to now work in the narrative. They have a really bad pacing problem because life doesn't happen like a movie. So you got to just fish events and try to form it into a 3-act structure or something along those lines. There's basically only one plot line, and it's just he's trying to stop this one evil businessman from buying his park.
Yeah.
And win the affection of his daughter, which kind of just pop up every once in a while. The whole thing is a flashback told by old Johnny Knoxville, and you just get anecdotes. Stuff will be happening, physical humor will be happening, and then it's like, he chimes in, and it's like, so here's the next plot point I'm just gonna explain to you. We're not gonna actually show it because it would be really boring to show it. I would say it comprises maybe 10 minutes of the movie. The rest of it is just people getting just destroyed and obliterated.
Now, I'm fine with that. I'm a fan of this kind of humor. I've been a fan of Johnny Knoxville for a long time, so I kind of knew what I was going to get into going to see it, and it's very stereotypical Johnny Knoxville movie, whereas something bad happens and then physical sketch, someone gets hit in the dick, blah, blah, blah.
They just have a bear wandering around that's drunk off its
literally an alcoholic bear. But it's things like that, you know, it's like I appreciate just kind of the visual gag of a bear having to drink a beer.
Nice to see it not CGI.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Revenant, and Annihilation.
There wasn't any CGI in this, and
Yeah, I
for
don't
people,
think so.
we complain a lot about CGI.
And CGI is historically, and it's just better to use at night. Everything is during the day.
It looks so much worse. It looks like a video game.
It has this really bad scene where they go through an entire house with a motorcycle. It looks like the worst CGI in the entire world.
CGI looked
It's rough.
in 2018. We have a problem with bad CGI. There's no CGI in this movie. Everything is practical.
I think they should have just gone completely off the deep end with
Now, I agree with you there because this is an R-rated movie. It did get the R rating for language, not for anything graphic or nudity or any of that. And you definitely could, if you're already dealing with the R rating, just go balls to the wall. Just go for it because you're already there.
kill people,
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
You can't talk about a park where everyone's showing their titties and not show titties.
Yeah, right? They never did.
Yeah.
Lots of dicks, though.
Chris Pontius makes a great return. He's
Yeah.
just being Chris Pontius. Everyone else was kind of new, but I enjoyed seeing them kind of get in on the action. I kind of enjoy seeing people get hurt on theme parks, and it's always the what if, and what if there were no regulations, and what if you could just do whatever the hell you wanted at a theme park.
This is actually based on a real park that
Yes.
existed at one
Yes,
point.
it's called Action Park.
There's nothing in the world like Action Park, where you're the center of the action.
I don't know if it was in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Our great editor, Horatiu, he will look this up. But it was a park that did close in the early 80s because it was just a dangerous park. And it's one of those things that you'll never get in America again where, you know, people are just kind of like, well, you know what you're getting into. You can't really sue us if anything happens. And nowadays, if you get sneezed on by like a Disney character, you know,
Probably foul.
let's talk
And
about
then you
the
got
millions.
Facebook moms coming after you. And then it's basically Endgame after that.
Yeah.
Do you think if this existed today, do you think people would go to it?
I would go to it. I may not ride any of the rides, but I'm like into chaos, and that's all it was.
The essence of chaos.
This is a pretty straightforward physical comedy. Nothing really innovative about it, but also it doesn't really detract from anything else. If you like Johnny Knoxville and like what he does, you're probably going to enjoy it. It's your typical stoner comedy set in the late 70s. So what are you going to give Action Point?
2 out of 5. You can't make the joke now, can you, Horatiu? 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5. I'm going to give
Oh,
it...
I need to give it something, don't I?
Yeah.
2 out of 5. It's too late. I lost. 2 out of 5. Killer. What was that guy's name?
His name was Killer.
Killer.
Yeah, he was just Killer.
2 out of 5 killers.
I'm gonna go ahead and give this 3.5 Ryan Dunns. Yeah, going real deep with it. There are
In the arms of the angel.
there are worse movies to see, and honestly, if you just need a break from the heat and just don't want to have to deal with a whole lot of where does this character come from, and do I remember them from this movie? What happened in the last movie? Who's that guy with that green glowing thing? You can go see Action Point and just have a good time. All right, so that is gonna do it for this episode of The Quick Take. This thing has been pissing me off all day. Horatiu's not here, so
Sorry, Austin.
what should we do with this set? Should we just, you know,
Destroy it.
destroy it?
Should we throw Austin through the TV?
Ooh. That's gonna do it for this episode of The Quick Take. Remember to like us on Gmail, follow us on Gmail, find us on MySpace, put us in your top 8. Hit that motherfucking bell.
Follow us on Spotify.
Don't follow and friend us on Facebook.
weird.
And you can still find Daniel. Last time we checked, he was trying to jump into Yellowstone volcano. We should probably tell him that it's not one of those kind of volcanoes.
Right.
All right. See ya.